La la la, hey, yeah, yeah.
Still just a tool, right?
Hey everyone, welcome back to Daytime. We're talking good right now. Brian Galbraith is here. He is with Galbraith Family Law. And welcome to the show, Brian.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
We were chit-chatting before we came back to break about divorce and different platforms and how things are coming to be. Today specifically, we're focusing on a different venue or a different way of separation. What is it called?
It's called collaborative practice.
Okay.
It's been around for about 25 years, and it's a great way for people to get through divorce. Divorce is always difficult, but it doesn't need to be made worse by going to court and getting into a big battle. People think that it's all about a big battle, a war, and it doesn't need to be. Collaborative practice is about getting a resolution without going to court.
Well, there's an association with the word. Media doesn't help, television doesn't help. You hear divorce and you hear messy, messy, messy.
Right.
What is the difference between, say, traditional divorce and this way?
Well, in collaborative practice, there's a commitment to negotiate an agreement without going to court. So that's one big element. The other is it's interdisciplinary. So divorce is not just a legal issue, right? Mm-hmm. There's kids involved, there's finances, there's a lot of emotion, always a lot of emotion. So we involve other experts, like we have a family coach who helps with the parenting issues and the emotional issues, and a financial specialist, and it keeps the cost down. So it's all about negotiating a deal for the family.
We use the term, it's a holistic approach to it.
Absolutely.
How people understand, though, having the conversation and the people coming in to facilitate everything that goes on, what does that mean for the family involved?
Well, it keeps the focus on resolution. It's not about blame.
Right.
It's not about saying, you did this, you did that, I'm better at this, you're better at that. That's what the traditional court process is all about. Collaborative practice is about, look, we've got this situation, we've got a problem, we got to resolve it, we got to move forward, we got to get on with life. We got kids here, you know, we got to make it work for our kids.
It almost seems like it's accepting what's actually happening.
Absolutely.
And moving forward instead of dealing with the cycle that continues to happen.
Right.
Why don't we do this? Why is this not more practiced?
I think it's the media, you know, frankly.
We are responsible for a lot of things, bro. It's fine, yeah.
Well, there's this perception. We have clients coming to us who expect their case needs to go to court. And most cases don't need to go to court unless there's some really complicated legal issue or some other, you know, mental health issues or some very bad attitude on one part. But most court cases just can be negotiated with some help from some good professionals.
Yeah, and I think it's one of those things where you don't know any other way because we don't have enough attention on the other way.
Absolutely.
When you meet with a family and you present to them this idea or moving in this direction, how does it work out with the family?
Oh, when I meet with a client, they're usually very receptive to the idea of collaborative practice. The challenge is to get their spouse on board, because if their spouse goes to a lawyer who's a traditional lawyer, who loves to do the battle and loves the courtroom, then we end up in court.
Is it about this?
Well, there is a perception with lawyers that it's about you're going to lose money if you go to court. But my experience is that clients are so much more appreciative of my work as a collaborative professional. I always get paid.
Yeah.
When I go to court, clients are unhappy with the results. Win or lose, they're unhappy, so they don't want to pay my account.
There's always, especially when kids are involved, that part.
Right.
Where mommy and daddy are separating, it's already life change. And then to see them go from household unity to that separation and then what happens in the divorce, is this helping children sort of understand the separation part of divorce?
Yeah, absolutely. We work with family coaches who are therapists and are experts on helping children get through separation and divorce, so they can give the parents a lot of education about divorce and how best to support their children through their process, and how to and then they also help the parents deal with the overwhelming emotions, so they don't let their emotions sidetrack them.
Because we hate change, and when change happens, it creates chaos. So this is a chance to sort of change slowly but appropriately.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
At the right speed for the parties. And that's the nice thing about it, is they keep control over the whole process. When you're in the court process, a judge or clerks, they're going to tell you what the next step is and what you have to do and so on. And also the court process ignores that there's so many other aspects of the divorce than just legal issues.
Is it for everyone? Is it designed better for more amicable couples? How do you know if this is the right process for you?
Well, you know, some people think because it's called collaborative, everybody has to be chummy and amicable, and that's not the case. I've had some really difficult collaborative cases where we've worked through some really complicated, difficult issues and reached a resolution. So for the vast majority of people, it's going to work and be helpful.
Is there a sense that as their lawyer, you want to also break the stereotype of lawyer, and you want them to know that you are there for them, and this is a partnership together where you're trying to get their best life.
Exactly, yeah. There's an assumption that lawyers make things worse, and some lawyers do, frankly. But collaborative lawyers are trained in problem solving and helping clients determine their core concerns and helping them move forward to resolution. So it's a very different way of practicing law.
Yeah, as someone who is a product of divorce and also really likes women, I assume at some point I'm going to get divorced. Just doing the numbers. What are the questions I have to ask you, though, for someone walking in your office to make sure that I'm on the right path?
Well, first of all, you need to ask if your lawyer's collaboratively trained. Not all lawyers are.
Yeah.
Some lawyers always go to court, and that's unnecessary. So you should seek a lawyer who has collaborative training and ask them about their willingness to use that process.
Sometimes the anger gets in the way, and it costs you money and time.
Absolutely.
Is that something you've noticed a lot of?
Absolutely, and that's why we work with a family coach who helps the clients move through the various stages of grief that's associated with divorce.
Right, because no one deals with that.
Right.
It's just all of a sudden, this is how it is, and there's a separation, and all of a sudden you're broke.
Yeah.
But at least,
I went through my own divorce.
go on, sir.
I did, and I thought that, okay, this is, I was a divorce lawyer for 10 years at the time. I thought, okay, I'm going to be able to manage this, right? And the emotions swept over me just like everybody else. And so for me, that really helped me understand what my clients are going through. It's unavoidable, those strong emotions.
There's a good chance right now, Brian, that someone is watching and they're in the process of separation.
Right.
How do they get in contact with you, and how do they move forward?
Well, the best thing is our website, galbraithfamilylaw.com. They go to the website. We have offices in Barrie, Orillia, and Newmarket, and they go there. They can just fill out a form to book a consultation with us. Or, the website has dozens and dozens of articles. They can just get a little bit of education from the website.
Which is important going in, so at least you know what you're
Absolutely.
doing. Go to their website for more information. An honest lawyer, everyone. Yay! See, we're doing our job as the media
Absolutely.
to break the
Appreciate it.
stereotypes. Up next, guys, we have a whole lot more daytime planned for you. Do not go anywhere.